City, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They're on 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rhodes. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. good for 22 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Wrap ball 80. Wrap ball 80. Go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
To the air with McCarthy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
19, 18. Let's go. Ready?
McCarthy operating from the gun. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And complete to Drake London.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
To the air. Penix. Into the hands of London.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
For the Falcons field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 71 yards. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Penix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
On the move past the 40.
And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That almost just look too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw with Penix. Got a man, it's London.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Robinson on a give right side. They'll get this down to the 38.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action, here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Algier going straight ahead.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's McCarthy. It gets it right back to Mayer.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Finding room at midfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's got his man, London, right side.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing again, Penix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is McCarthy. Mayer there to bring it in. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A nightmare of a first half for that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, 390%.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And some space here.
Down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
31, Raiders 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gino going to hand it to Genty.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now is Gino. Sliding out of the pocket. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Again, it's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches
coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Gino now to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To the air with McCarthy. He lets it go deep for Mayer.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, those speeches needed. Let's go. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
3 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Go.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And London, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Into the hands of London.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
I got him, man. I got him.
Now McCarthy. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And this one's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 48 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. on as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And looking to throw, Penix. That one deep for London.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, you can make everything turn out just okay.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down, Falcons.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kadiril Hodge, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
First and 10.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here's McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll get this out to Genty.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now third down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's third.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he's had a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third down and 10.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the stop. A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Atlanta, Hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.